What's up, everyone? My name is Matt Morgis from The Weeknd, and we're here with Ryan Key, the lead singer of Yellowcard in Philadelphia. Last year, you guys played the TLA in Philadelphia in November, and now you're back at the Electric Factory. So what's with November in Philadelphia? Do you guys have a...
I mean, we just, fall,
just
we're always fall tour. That's kind of the time when
Right.
we tour the States is in the fall.
Right. Well, you guys have released Air August. It was your second top 10 release of your career. The other one was a couple of years back. So what changed from the time that you guys released Ocean Avenue and that reached top 10 to this one?
Ocean Avenue actually never reached the top 10.
Which one was it?
Light and Sound.
Yeah, I guess I should do my research.
No, that's right. I believe it or not, Ocean Avenue was out in a time where you could sell 60,000 records in a week, not be in the top 10. That's many people were buying records back in 2004. That was our sales Christmas 2004. It was the highest selling week for that record. But Lights and Sounds debuted at number 4, number 6, something like that, and it sold 95,000 records. And Southern Air debuted at number 10 and sold 23,000. So it goes to show you like how dramatically the landscape has changed.
Right. Well, I mean, Swift actually just hit 1 million in the first time since like 2002 or something like that, or 2001. So what do you think has changed? Like, I mean, there's things like Spotify out there that have like, it's torrenting, things like that.
All of it. It's not going to stop.
So how did you guys adjust to it?
I just stopped asking. I told them to take me off of the emails and show me record sales. I just don't care anymore. Like I absolutely don't pay attention to it. It's irrelevant. I mean, we haven't had in the Electric Factory since 2004, and the show sold out tonight. And last year at TLA, we didn't even sell out TLA. So in a year's time, we've made so much progress, and we're on our way back to where we want to be, or might as well say we are where we want to be, to be headlining this venue. I mean, that's
right.
This is where we played kind of the height of our career, and then we're right back where we were, a lot of ways. So as far as selling records or chart position, I really just could care less. I mean, it's amazing. It's an amazing accomplishment. I'm not downplaying the fact that we've had 2 top 10 records, especially a top record on an independent label where it was 100% fan driven this time around. I mean, there was no radio, no, MTV promotion, none of the stuff that got Lights and Sounds where it was. This was all done by the fans, and that's just amazing. But the actual number of record sales and stuff is way less important to me than it used to be.
Right. And you guys actually recorded your live Beyond Ocean Avenue here, right?
Yeah, we did. We were on tour with Something Corporate, that tour, I think, and we did 2 nights here because it was kind of bigger tours. It was both bands, and we recorded it. But then we came back later that year in the fall and headlined here again. So
yeah, it's a cool venue. There's been a lot of venues all over, a lot of history. So now, last year in November, when you guys were back in Philly, you guys were still on the When You're Through Thinking, Say Yes album. And then you guys kind of, when did you have time to actually sit down and write Southern Air? Because it seemed like you were just on the road the entire time.
It was quick, man. We came off the road in December and got back together. I mean, the last show was December 18th in Europe, and we flew home for the holidays, and January 10th we were back together, right? So it was quick, and the real motivating factor behind that was the Vans Warped Tour this summer. We really wanted to do the tour. We already had confirmed, gotten the offer, and to do the whole entire tour is really important to us. And if we had waited until after Warped Tour to do a record, it still wouldn't even be out yet. We'd still be recording, and I think that just unfortunately is too long. And the ideal time to record would have been like late spring, early summer. Take off a couple months beginning of the year. That would be nice, but it just didn't pan out that way. And we wanted to make sure that we were able to. Wow, that is rude of you. I wanted to make sure we were, had a record out this year. I mean, we've got a lot of great, positive, forward momentum right now for the band. We wanted to keep it going.
Wow, that's cool. Yeah, you kind of answered my next question, which is why didn't you guys kind of take some time off? So then you guys went right on Warped Tour, and then was there any break between Warped Tour and then this fall tour?
We had October. We had almost the whole month of October off, pretty much just 4 weeks, which was great. But even after Warped Tour, we ended Warped Tour on the 5th, and we were flying to Europe on the 8th. So I mean, it was quick. And then we finished Europe and took I think 8 or 9 days off, and then did the whole Australia, Japan, Singapore thing, and then we had October off. So that was nice. We did compress a little bit before this tour.
Now, I kind of want to ask about the songs on Southern Air. The first one, Awakening, seems like it's kind of about like an old girl or something like that. But there's a lot of songs that are still relatable. So after being in a band for 10 years or so, writing songs, how do you still write songs that are relatable to everyone?
I don't know really how to answer that question. You know,
It just kind of comes out.
songwriting is still can't. That's what I do for a living. I mean, I had such a different goal in mind growing up and through school and what I was going to do in university and, you know, going on. I had no idea this is what I was going to do. I always wrote songs and played in bands for fun.
Right.
I had no idea it was going to be, you know, a professional path. So I don't really know. I mean, I just write what I feel, you know. I write down what's going on in my life or what I can find in my past, you know, to dig up and write about or whatever.
Has you ever written a song about a girl that maybe wasn't so nice and called out about it? Any funny stories there?
Not really, man. Honestly, you'd be surprised how many songs you might think are about girls and they're not. I really don't have any after Avenue.
Really?
Yeah, everything else has kind of found a way to take a situation. It's usually with a friend or like a you know, someone that's close to me that you can kind of turn it into being like that relatable, so that you can be sort of about anyone. Yes,
right.
sure.
I got it.
So, but I really haven't written very many songs about actual women in my life. I have sometimes like relationship maybe from a film or a close friend who's going through something and written about their relationship, but I haven't had one. I'm now in the first serious relationship I've been in almost 10 years. So
Yeah, I saw you tweet all the time with the screenshots of the plane going
from Russia to
it's like 8 hours to go. And I'm like, oh man, that's the other thing I want to ask you is on Twitter. Now, you didn't have Twitter the last time, like, you know, before hiatus. So now you kind of have this portal open up to you, thousands of followers or whatever. And I mean, I've seen you. The one that's kind of stuck out to me was you and your girlfriend carved the Star Wars pumpkin at Yoda, and you started calling out people that like said that, oh, that wasn't you didn't do it. I mean, do you kind of always just like get fed up when you're like, all right, like you have to hit a button to follow me?
I just have fun with it, you know. I mean, that was a fun challenge to prove to someone that I actually carved a pumpkin. You know what I mean? Like, I don't take any of that stuff seriously. It's just, I mean, you go crazy, man, if you let any kind of like negativity on the internet get to you. You can't do that.
Right. So how much different is it now that, like, I mean, now you don't want to hang out after a show or something, you're tired. Now you have all these people on Twitter that are also at the show tweeting at you, and you have to go through and like answer them. I mean, is it a bigger challenge, or was it not that big of an adjustment either?
I don't know. I mean, we really use that stuff, I mean, as a positive for the band. You know, I mean, I think our access to those social networking sites was one of the big reasons why this record debuted so high, and I do all of it myself. I think it has a personal touch to the fact that, like, the pictures on Facebook and the posts on Twitter, with the exception of, like, every once in a while the label will do some news post, like, you know, we're doing signing a thing or new tour date, but most of it's coming straight from me, and so I think that helps. And I don't know, as far as after the show and stuff, our fans aren't really that insane. Like, I mean, they understand.
Okay.
You know, I do my best to get out there every night, but there are certainly nights where I don't. I mean, tonight I'm not sure. It's going to be freezing cold, and I have 3 of the biggest shows of my career in a row this weekend, so I may not. But usually our fans are pretty understanding about it, and you know, we do the best we can to keep reaching out to them.
Well, the last thing I want to touch on, I saw you lock screen on your iPhone. You're a big Georgia Bulldog fan.
Yeah.
In college football. Right now, if it's season ended, 3 teams, who would you pick for the national championship?
Well, I mean, there's still some magic that could happen that could put Georgia in the national.
Yeah, I know. SEC East champs, right?
If Kansas State loses to Texas or in the Big 12 championship, and then I think USC's Notre Dame down for sure.
I'm a Notre Dame fan, so I really don't like you saying that.
Sorry, I don't think after that triple overtime to Pitt, I don't think you got it in LA against USC. I just don't think it's gonna happen.
What about Oregon? You think they're gonna win out?
Oregon's gonna go no matter what. They're gonna win out. So if Georgia can beat Alabama and the other 2 things happen, then Georgia would play Alabama for the national championship. And I don't really, if all of that happened, I don't know who I would pick though. I mean, Oregon's offense is insane, but Georgia's defense has been lights out the last 3 weeks. Like,
they took down number 2 Florida.
Yeah. So we'll see. I mean, we got to beat Alabama first before anything. But I think in the end it will be Kansas State or.
Wouldn't be a bad game.
Unfortunately, I don't think Notre Dame's going to get the nod just because Kansas State's had a few tougher games. So.
They definitely have. But Notre Dame has a tough schedule.
Yeah, but they don't have a championship game too. That plays into the stupid BCS thing.
I know. So. Are you excited for the playoffs next
I am. I can't. I think the Dogs have a really good chance to get to that regularly. So
cool. So what's next for you guys? Just hitting the road then?
After this tour, we actually are going to be off until the middle of January.
Pretty nice, right?
Yeah, the airplane is coming this way from Russia for the month of December, and so I'm really looking forward to some downtime with the lady and the family and stuff. It's gonna be great.
Cool. Well, good luck with the band. Good luck with the show tonight.